what is responsible for the human tragedy or the malady that we are confronted with today is that we are interested in maintaining the identities that is created by our culture. And we have tremendous faith in the value system that is created by our culture or society or whatever you want to call it. But we never question them. Our interest is to try and fit ourselves into that value system. And it is this demand from the society or from the culture to fit us all into that value system is the cause of man's tragedy. So somewhere along the line, there occurred in the human consciousness the demand to find out the answers for their aloneness, their isolation from the rest of the species on this planet. I don't even know if there is any such thing as evolution. If there is one, somewhere along the evolutionary process, man separated himself or isolated himself from the rest of creation on this planet. So in that isolation, he felt so frightened that he demanded some answers to fill that loneliness, that isolation from the rest of life around him. And so religious thinking was born out of that situation. And it has gone on and on and on for centuries. And it has not really helped us to solve the problems created by mankind. All the political systems that we have today are nothing but the worthy outgrowths of the spiritual, religious thinking of man. Unfortunately, they have failed. And a void is created as a result of the total failure of our political ideologies and economic ideologies. There is a tremendous danger facing mankind today, and the void created by the failure of all these ideologies will be taken advantage by the churches and telling them that we all have to go back to Jesus, or go back to the great traditions of your own countries. But what has failed them is not going to help us to solve the problems. There is a tremendous danger of all these cultists stepping in and telling the people that we have answers for your problems created by the failure of all the political ideologies, all the economic ideologies, that we have wasted our faith in them. They have failed. They have not solved our problems. There is a great danger that all these cultists will step in and try to tell people that we have the answers for your problems. But actually they don't have any answers. They all have failed. And it is the failure of these things that created the room for the growth of all the other ideologies. It is all that we are left with, and that is what I want to emphasize and sometimes overemphasize and tell people that this is really the crux of the problem and you don't have any answers. So when people come to see me, the psychologists, the scientists, I make this very clear to them. You have come to the end of your tether. And if you want answers for your problems, you have to find out answers within that framework and not look elsewhere and not look to these ancient dead cultures of the past. They really don't have any answers. It's the past that has put us in this awkward situation.
Right.
And it has created all these problems. Going back or looking to those systems that have failed, those techniques that have failed, is going to put us on a wrong track and put us on a merry-go-round, and we'll go on and on and on and on. Still we will have no answers for the problems that are facing the mankind today.